Hi, everyone. This is Miss Betty. Let's see if I can get the whole thing in there. Miss Betty from Behavioral Health. See? Okay, good. Behavioral Health, Mono County. And today, what I'd like to do with you is some trauma release yoga. It's for every body size, every age. It's a gentle stretch with some breathing and meditation. And what this does is relieve a little bit of any kind of trauma that you've ever had. And it's really good for you, even if you haven't had trauma. It just relaxes everything, stretches everything. So welcome. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this. I do have a couple little things that I am working with. I have a block, and then I have a bolster. Because when you're doing trauma release yoga, we're going to be doing a lot of chest opening. And what that does is there's a nerve in the back of in your back called the vagus nerve, and it holds all our stress, little stresses to big stresses, and they stay there forever. And then when you get compounded stress, that's when you kind of wig out. So I'm going to show you how to release some of that in a very comfortable, relaxing little class. So today is trauma yoga. Welcome, namaste. So glad you are joining me, because I know that you probably have a lot of other places that you could choose to be. So thank you. And I guess we'll just get started. So first, with trauma yoga, you want to be grounded. So how we're going to start is namaste, which means the good in me sees all the good in you. And then we're going to do our little mantra, which what this does, it's a little bit like acupuncture. And as you touch each finger to your thumb, it actually sends, I'm having a hard time thinking this morning, like a little acupuncture. So it sends messages straight to your brain to calm it, to help it focus. So let's begin. All right, kind of move your shoulders around. Remember that you want your sides of your feet touching the mat, your sit bones touching the mat, your back straight as you can, soft knees, and roll your shoulders a little. Okay, so we'll start with our hands up, and just follow me, please. We'll say, peace begins with me. You can look down if you like. Peace begins with me. Big breath through your nose. Peace begins with me. Let's do it a couple more times. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. And breathe in. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do is wherever you're comfortable, just get a really good comfortable seat going on where you're not hurting. And what we're going to do is you can close your eyes, or you can just look down and touch your chin to your chest. And we'll take a big breath in through our nose if you can. And out our mouth. Let's breathe in again. Breathe in again, please. When you're doing these breaths, make sure you fill your tummy full of air. So as you're breathing in, you feel it, and then push it out. Breathe in and out. I'd like you to take your peace fingers and put them into the ground. And we're going to do a couple more breaths. So this is grounding us. You can, as you're breathing, I want you to breathe in slowly through your nose and out. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Okay, breathe in and out. And hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in and out. Now I'd like you to gently roll your head from side to side, eyes straight. Just a little stretch. You know, if it's hurting, please stop. If you have any kind of neck injury, you probably won't want to do this. But we're just getting it a little bit loosened up. We're warming up all our muscles. So now what I'd like you to do with your hands, ground it into the floor. Take another deep breath. Okay, this time, slowly round your neck. If you hear cracking and weird sounds, that's normal. Just go slow. Roll your neck. Go look up, look down if you can, if you feel comfortable. Hopefully this is a very good, safe place for you. Don't forget our breathing. Now what I'd like you to do is roll the other way. So we're going to breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Now we'll hold our head straight. Remember your back. Roll your shoulders back to a comfortable position. I'd like you to take one hand and slowly grab your ear or touch your ear and bring your head to your shoulder. Now you don't want to bring your shoulder up. You want to bring your head to your shoulder. Just do a little bit of a stretch with your neck. Feel it right here as we breathe. Now, if you'd like to make this stretch a little, a little bit more, we can bring this hand out over your head, turn your back, and come down. And always come down, you want that to be your exhale. So we're going to come up with a breath in. We're going to look up to the sun on the roof and breathe in. Exhale, twisting your back. Very good. Now, if you have a back injury, this might not be a very good stretch for you. Everybody's different. So if you see somebody stretching and they're like going all the way down to the floor and you can't do that, that's okay. Yoga is for each body and everybody is different. Now, if you want to bring that hand back down to the peace sign and hold it, we'll take this arm and do the opposite stretch, which would be like, yeah. And then we'll bring this arm down, ground it with our peace sign. Come to center, and we'll breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, we'll take the opposite hand and hold your ear, and we'll slowly put a little bit of pressure on our neck or on our head to push our neck down a little bit. And we'll breathe in. Big belly breath and slowly out. And hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. And out. 2, 3, 4. One more time. Breathe in. And out. And hold. Breathe in. And out. Let's get a little bit more of a stretch if you're up to it. And we're pulling our arm in getting a stretch on this side. You should be able to feel it with a breath in and out. So we're going to look up if you can and out. And on the out, let's kind of go down if you can, if you're up to it. See how far you can go down. Don't hurt anything. Very light pressure on your hand that's on your head. And we breathe in and we look up. And then we look down. And then up. And one more time. A little bit of a twist in your back. Now we come to center. Their arms up over our head. Oh, yes. What I'd like you to do now is eagle pose. Some people can put their arms like this, or you can kind of just do this and grab your arms, or you can just put your hands together like this if you want. But the whole idea of this is that you keep your elbows up, straight. You don't want them down like this. You want them up. And then we're going to do little circles with our breathing in. Our breathing out. Breathing out. Really get a sense of how your body feels. And try to concentrate on what you're doing and on the words as you're breathing in and breathing out. If your arms are getting a little bit tired, we can grab and hug ourselves and breathe in and breathe out. Now let's go to the side a little bit and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Oh. Little bit to this. Now breathe in and out. Now if we can take these arms and put them out straight, let's do little circles. Now if your arms are really heavy or this hurts in your neck or this area in there, please don't do it. Just rest and you can join us. You can join in at any time. If anything's too hard for you or if you feel a pinch, just stop. If we were live in person, I could help you and show you, other things that you can do. But for this video, please just relax. You're supposed to feel better when you come out of this and completely relax. So your arms are getting heavy. Let's bring our arms up in a big breath. Turn our palms the other way. Grounding our hands, jazz hands, onto the mat with a big breath. Now spin our hands up with an inhale. Palms out. Again. Big breaths and out. One more time. Me, palms out and the big breath out. Shake our arms out. That's a little workout for our arms. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. You did a good job. Now, I call this crisscross applesauce as we're sitting down in a comfortable position. You could do this in a chair too if you needed to. But our next step of what we're going to do is take one hand, whichever one you want, place this hand behind you, and we're going to look over our shoulder. And this is another good twist. So we're going to breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you have thoughts coming into your mind, that's okay. Even if it's a traumatic thought, something that you've been dealing with, another breath. Let it go as you breathe out. Acknowledge it and then let it go and come back into your body. We're going to come to the middle here and we'll breathe in. So Acknowledging your trauma helps you release it. And these twists, trauma actually stays in your physical body. So we're gonna look over our shoulder with a breath in. Please don't overstretch, just do what feels comfortable to you. And if you're ready for it and you feel like a bigger stretch, you can move your hand farther back behind you and really look over that shoulder with a breath. We're gonna come into center and we'll go back over to this side with a breath. Another breath. Into the middle. Big breath in, big tummy full of air, and out. And in. I like to replace my thoughts with something that brings me joy or peace. And you can put that in there. I have the cutest little grandkids ever. Some older ones. And I just put their faces in my brain. And they bring me joy. But whatever works for you. The whole part of trauma yoga is for us to relax. Now let's roll our shoulders back up to our ears. To our ears and down. Little circles. Now go the other way. Back. Now let's bring our arms up one more time and hold them. And we're going to shrug our shoulders up and down. Up and down. Up and down. With breathing. Hope you're really relaxing. And it's okay to have thoughts come into your head. Just acknowledge them and let them go. This teaches our brain and our body to work together. And it helps us control anger or depression and down as we're relieving that stress. All right. Hands come down. Let's do a look up, stretch, and look down. Our upper torso should be very, very warmed up by now. Now what I'd like you to do is walk your hands in front of you. And remember, whatever works for you. Use my bolster if you want. And with a breath in and a breath out, try to go farther down if you can. Now, if you have a really hard time or you can't go that far, that's when you can use your little blocks and bolsters. So if you wanted to put your head, and putting your head to the ground at any time is a very calming, balancing, bringing peace. This also exercises your tummy and your muscles on all your organs. Breathing in. Now, if you couldn't go that far down, you can always do this too. It's not cheating. So everybody's flexibility is different ages. I'm in my 60s, so these help me too. And the good thing about yoga is you don't have to be in perfect shape, but yoga brings your mind and your body together to act as one. So next, what I'd like you to do, if you're up to it, is put your feet out. All right. Keep your knees soft, kind of wiggle them a little bit. Wiggle your toes here. Roll your ankles around with a breath. Now take one leg, face your foot, and go down slowly. You can massage your leg if you want. Remember to breathe. Now, if you want more of a stretch, you can make your foot go out wider and try to grab your toes if you can. You don't want your knee too hard. You want it a little bit soft. And as you breathe in, breathe out, can you grab more of your foot? Remember, everybody's different. It's all good. We start where your body wants to start. And then the more you do this, the more flexible you get. Okay, so we'll breathe in, come up, hands to the heart, bring them up, arms out, and do a big breath. Now let's try this leg. We wiggled our toes. We reached down our leg. We can massage our leg a little bit, get that blood going in there. And if you can grab your foot or your ankle or wherever your knee, and we'll hold it and we'll breathe. We can take our opposite hand, make it go up and around. Remember, your knee is a little bit soft. It's not totally straight. See how far you can go. Okay, come back. Okay, and we'll try to walk down again. Breath in. Breath in. Out. Come to center. And your legs together. And we will go down both legs. Breath in. I'm going to touch our toes. Knees are soft. And another breath in. Another breath in. You can keep going down. It's your foot. Wherever you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable doing this, you can always do this. Bring your feet together. Back is straight, shoulders are rounded. Your neck a little. Now bring your knees in and out. In and out. And come down. Hold if you can. If you feel too much of stress right here, that's, don't go as far. Just come up here. Okay, so we're going down. Toes a little. And then let's wiggle them out. Put them forward. Grab one knee. Let's come up on all fours for a little cat and cow. All right. So here we go with our shoulders, our hands underneath our shoulders. And we're going to do cat. So we will arch our back up. Breath in and out for cow with a long breath. All the way out. Do you feel that? Now we're going to breathe in and go into cat. So here we go. And hold 2, 3, 4 and come out. Love your pose. Doing cow. We're going to do this a couple of times. It should feel good on your back. So we're going to breathe in and out. Hold 2, 3, 4. Let's try again. And out. 2, 3, 4. One more time. Breathe in. Out. Now let's sit back with our feet together or our toes together. This is called child's pose. You can put your arms out in front. This is very good if you have a tummy ache or you just need a good back stretch with your arms out in front of you. Now, if you need a variation for this, because you can't go all the way down, you can always use your block. Like this. Or if you can't go that far down, you can do this. You can always straddle too if you want. I can use this, the bolster, which is kind of just like a hard pillow. But you could put the bolster on your, let's see if we can get it here. Under you, in front of you. Or if you really have a hard time for your sit bones when you're doing this. So we would breathe in, shoulders back, and come down. And you can use your block if you need to. And then you want to go a little lower, you can put it here. There's sort of breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. So that's a really, really good relaxing pose. All right. So these things really come in handy. It's harder than a pillow. So especially if you have like really short legs and you can't get your bottom down, it really helps. So next, what I'd like to show you is you can lay in on your tummy like this. Oh, okay. We'll take a breath in and come up into cobra pose. And out. In. If you have carpal tunnel, this probably isn't a good one for you. You could still do the sleeping child. So you want your head back, your toes flat, and with a breath in. One more time. Come all the way down. A breath in. Now what I'd like you to do is be on your tummy. Okay, make sure everything feels all right. We can bring our feet up and we can do that same cobra pose if you want more of a stretch. Keep your mind, focused on what you're doing if you can. Acknowledge your thoughts. We're breathing. This massages all your organs in your tummy. And it really helps with your upper strength. Okay, so let's come down. Legs down. You can put your legs as far as you want, whatever the stretch is. And what I'd like you to do is, see? So what we're going to do is I'm going to put this hand out. So I'm flat on the mat, put this hand out, and I'm going to lay on my side. Now there's variations to this. If you want to put your arm out, you can do this, lay on your arm. Lay on your side, hips stacked. Very good. And a big breath in and a breath out. Let's bring that leg up, breath in. Wiggle your foot down. Breath in. Very good. So we can take this leg and drop this leg out in front of us. Put your hip up. Cross over the leg and see if you can roll your shoulder the opposite direction. So this is a complete twist. This really releases trauma Anytime you have your heart is open, your chest is open. So let's do a breath here. Another one. Another one. Now let's do the other side. So we're going to roll onto our bellies. Put your arm out like this. Or if you want a really big stretch, you can do that. Put your arm straight out. Like that. Head on the floor. We breathe in and out. Now, if this hurts or you get like a Charlie horse or something, you can bring your leg in this. Just do what feels comfortable to you. This is your body. And we got to love and take care of ourselves so we can take care of other people, families. Okay. So we're going to bring this leg over. Okay. And then I'm going to bring my arm back up right here to just help me more. And as we take this hand, we can slowly open our chest, look up. If you can get that shoulder to the ground too, that's pretty awesome. You can always bend your leg if you want, but what you'd like to try to do, if your body allows it, is bring your knee, your foot down so it touches, and do a breath in. Great body twist. Another one. Now let's roll over on our back. Staying on our mat. See me up. So we keep our feet up, or our feet flat on the ground, grounding ourselves. And let's just let, with our arms out straight like this, just let your legs fall, whichever way they fall. With a breath in, you can make them go farther out if you like, whatever feels good to you. Ooh, I feel this in my spine. So we want to breathe in. Get oxygen to every little part of your body. Fill your blood full of oxygen. Now we'll come to center with a breath. And then we go to the right. I always get more of a stretch on one side than I do on the other. Okay, we've got one more pose to do. So for this, we are going to roll over, tummies. If you feel good enough to do this. And we're going to come up on our knees. Do table. And then what I would like you to do is the downward dog. Now, as we're doing this downward dog, keep your knees soft and slowly work your legs like you're walking the dog. That's what we're doing. Walking the dog. Okay. One leg up. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Breathe out. If something feels really good on you that I'm doing and you don't want to do the next pose, feel free to just keep doing what feels good. All right. Here we go. Okay. So the next thing, if you can make your legs go out longer in your downward dog, take your foot, lock it behind your other foot, like put your big toe on one side of your heel and your first toe, and take a breath. Breath. Bring the leg up, down, and let's do it on the other side. You just kind of hook it there. Breathe in. Out. Now here comes the good part. All right. If you can, lay down on your tummy. We're going to do a little meditation. You can lay on your tummy or you can lay on your back, wherever you're most comfortable. Lay on your back. We're winding up for our trauma yoga. Okay. So we're going to lay on our back and I'm going to do a little bit of meditation. So I'll lay down too so you can see. I'll just move it around. So what we do for meditation is you lay in corpse pose. Your palms can be up or down. What we're going to do is take a big breath in through our nose and out. We'll wiggle our toes. And we're going to breathe in. Out. Our ankles. Breathe in. Out. If a little memory pops in, acknowledge it and blow it out. Like now our hips, our legs, our tummy, our arms, kind of wiggle them. Make your whole body tight and breathe in and breathe out. Now our shoulders up and roll them back. Now our neck, you can wiggle your neck. And take a big breath in through your nose. You should be totally relaxed. All your body functions. Oops, hold on. Figures, somebody calls me. So as you're relaxing here and acknowledging thoughts and putting better thoughts in there, coming back to the space you are. What helps with trauma is to be in the moment and to know that this moment will not, this moment is for you. It's for you to be peaceful, calm, enjoy your body, enjoy yourself, and breathe in and out. So now what I would like you to do is as you're breathing in, see what you can smell. Really concentrate on your sense of smell. What can you smell? Now, with your eyes shut or just looking down, I'd like you to breathe in and see what you can hear. Breathe in. I hear birds. I hear my breath. Now what I'd like you to do as you're breathing in and you're in this very calm state, I'd like you to feel the floor underneath you. With breath in. Feel the temperature of the air. Feel your heart beating. Feel the floor underneath your whole body, the back of your heels, your legs, your bottom, your upper back, your head. Breathing in and breathe out all the other crazy stuff that's going on in your head. Now while you're here, you're really breathing. You're getting your breathing down, you're controlling what you can, what you want in your brain. Remember, we do have control over that. We acknowledge it, and we let it go. One of the best things you can do when we're doing trauma yoga is use a block and put it behind your heart, and it really opens up your chest. See how it's opened? If you can stay in this position, this releases our trauma. Remember to live in the moment. We can't change the past. And try to look forward to the future, but we have no control really. Live in the moment, be present. If your world falls apart, know that it's just a moment. It will pass. Things will get better. Okay, so let's come up if you want to. You can come up. And remember, this is a soft yoga practice. It helps you bring your body and your mind, and your spirit, and all the goodness of you as you're taking care of you. And we do need to take care of our body. We need to love our body. This is the body we get. Let's roll our shoulders back. Take a big breath in. One more time. And our hands. And you've just done trauma-informed or trauma-sensitive yoga. And I hope this relaxes you and you learn something from it. And thank you. May your day be full of light and love and lots of positive emotions. Okay. Bye. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I do.